como é possível multiplicar os John Galts brasileiros? Como é possível criar um modelo escalável, né, de cérebros e inventores no Brasil?
Well, a scalable model, I don't know, but look, the battle in the end is an educational battle. What we need is to educate people about the ideas at the foundation of freedom, at the foundation of liberty. What we need to educate people about is in a new way of looking at the world. We are still held captive. We are still prisoners to the same philosophy and moral code that the West has had with one small episode of rejection that the West has basically had for 2,000 years. And a small window of opportunity was the Enlightenment, the Age of Reason, the 18th century, out of which the United States came. We need to resurrect the Enlightenment. We need to resurrect the Age of Reason. We need to admire and respect achievement. We need to celebrate the great entrepreneurs in Brazil and in America and in everywhere around the world. We need to respect and celebrate the men of the mind, the men of reason, the men of science, the men and women who create, who make, who build. That was the attitude during the Age of Reason. If you think about the Age of Reason, it starts with Isaac Newton, right? Physics, right? It was about explaining the physical world, showing how the physical world works. And suddenly human beings realized that they can know the world without mystical revelation, without faith, that reason was a tool that actually allowed them to understand the world around them. And then they said, wait a minute, if we have this tool and we can understand the world around us, then maybe we can take care of ourselves without the philosopher king telling us what and how we should behave. Maybe we can vote for our own leaders. Maybe we can create our own property and take care of our own lives. That's the revolution of the Enlightenment. With the discovery of physical rules, physical principles, suddenly there was a demand for principles to guide us in every aspect of our life, but principles that we as individuals discover. Newtonian physics is not that hard. Every one of you can figure it out. It's taught at good schools in 9th or 10th grade. Right? So if anybody can understand Newton, anybody can take care of themselves. Anybody can live their own lives. And you empower the poor, you empower former slaves, you empower everybody in society that they own their own life, they're responsible for their own life, and they can take care of themselves. And that the only way for them as individuals to achieve happiness is not by sucking on the cow's tit, right? It's by working for a living. It's by building and creating for themselves. It's by having pride in their own achievements. And that's true of a janitor as much as it is true of an entrepreneur. What we need is to resurrect that spirit in human beings, a spirit that existed for a very short period of time in human history, maybe in Greece, maybe in the Age of Enlightenment. But pride in one's own achievements, pride in one's own life, focus on one's own happiness at every level of the socioeconomic ladder. It's not an issue of how much wealth you have. It's not an issue of how much IQ you have. It's an issue of your own personal choices and your own personal ambitions. So how do we multiply this? We go out there and we educate people that their lives are worth living. You get one shot at this in life. All of us get one shot at this. Make it count. Make the most of it. And that's the message we should send to everybody. Everybody out there, no matter where they come from, no matter where they live. And that there are real opportunities, and the opportunities lie in freedom. The opportunities lie in liberty. The opportunities lie when the shackles get lifted and we're allowed to pursue our own happiness. So go out there and fight and educate and read and study 1 hour a day. What the hell? Make it 2 hours a day, right? There's a lot of work to be done, and we're way behind, way behind. So go out there, let's educate the world. This is about ideas. It's ideas that shape the world. Not individuals, not entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, what shapes the world are ideas We should be the conveyors of ideas. We should be the educators of the world. Let's go out there and win.
La revolución necesita de tu ayuda. Deposita, suscríbete, comparte los videos, apórtanos en el Patreon para que podamos seguir luchando por la libertad.